Hello race fans, this week the drivers of the NASCAR Xfinity Series headed down to Sweet Home, Alabama to mix it up on the high banks of Talladega Superspeedway.
The Dillon brothers started side by side on the front row, but it was Ty who would lead them to turn one in the Winn-Dixie 300. It didn't take long for the action to heat up. Darrell Wallace Jr. goes to the lead early, but Elliott Sadler cuts down to grab the lead on lap 4, clips Bubba, and goes for a wild ride through the field. Brendan Gaughan and Mike Bliss also get caught up, but somehow everyone drives away. Chris Buescher makes his bid for the lead as the race restarts on lap 6, but eventually it's Ty Dillon going back to the top spot on lap 11, and he would settle in and lead the next 16 laps until the first round of green flag pit stops. On those stops, Chase Elliott takes over the lead, but it doesn't last long. He loses a right front tire just a few laps later and goes behind the wall with heavy damage.
Our plan was to take lefts there and just flat spot the right front coming in, and a few laps later, there she went.
Now it was Joey Logano's time to shine. Logano had hung around the top 5 all day. He moves out front and remains there until the second round of pit stops begin. With 40 laps to go, a majority of the field slows to come down pit road, but Daniel Suarez gets turned in the pack and cars start to scatter. When it's all said and done, the red flag comes out and Brendan Gaughan is left frustrated with the outcome.
It just pisses me off. It's not that tough to get on pit road here, and guys, for some reason, can't figure it out.
During that crash, Gaughan went for a slide down pit road and clips the number 98 pit sign holder. 2 pit crew members were taken to the infield care center. One was released, the other taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. In typical Talladega fashion, at the end of the day, you never know who will end up front. Boris Said and the number 54 and Brian Scott lead the restart. Then David Starr takes over the lead with 31 laps to go. But caution flies again with 25 laps left. The young Cale Conley was having a great run in the top 10. He gets a nudge from Boris Said and goes for a long slide down the superstretch. With 15 laps to go, trouble strikes again. Ty Dillon and Chad both make contact. Wallace Jr. gets turned across the field, setting up the final restart of the race. 8 laps to go, and Logano and Sadler are side by side. With the help of Eric Almirola, Sadler slides into the lead, but Logano battles back. 4 to go, they're still door to door down the backstretch. Then Logano and Scott dive to the bottom and go 1-2 with just 3 laps to go. Final lap now. It's Chris Buescher, Joey Logano side by side. Buescher edges out front, but it's not enough as Joey Logano holds off several late race charges through the tri-oval and goes on to win his 3rd NASCAR Xfinity Series race of 2015. Logano says it was one of the most intense wins of his career.
Never a Talladega win that comes easy or not intense at the end of the race. It's always you never know you got it till the end.
The series takes a break next weekend, but you can find them back in action in 2 weeks on May 17th at Iowa Speedway. For NASCAR, I'm Nick Duncan.